You guys are blessed and welcome to this video. Today I'll be sharing something that I've been meaning to share for like I think 2 days now, right? So I've been reading the book of Ezekiel and I've seen that in the book it's basically talking about the abominations and the rebellious house of Israel and how they basically turned away from God and started worshiping idols, carved images, right? And this reminded me mainly of how this world is. And we need to be careful what we make, an idol in our life because it may be unknowingly or knowingly, but I think it's the majority of people don't even know that they're doing this, right? So I can't really like blame them or say that these people are evil or wicked, whatever, right? So most people don't know about it. So, listening to music, you need to be very careful about the type of music you listen to, obviously. Because remember, the book of Matthew says that it says your eyes are the body, right? So if your eyes are good, your whole body will be good. But we need to also think about it through your ears, right? So whatever you take in, because I mean, it's going through your ears, it's still entering your body. You need to be careful about the type of music you're listening to, because that music could determine the way you start thinking. It programs your thinking basically. And you need to also be careful about how much time you spend on your phone, like sacrificing your prayer time, and your prayer life is going down all of the sudden because you're basically making your phone an idol, making it, putting it in a position where it's like, I have to go on my phone, I have to do these things, right? And that's not the way it's supposed to be. It's about balance. A lot of things are about balance. The Bible says that there's a time for everything under the sun. So we need to be mindful about how much time we put into certain things, especially if it's something that doesn't, help you in the long run. Renewing of the mind is very important. It's not just something you can say that, I'm going to read my Bible today, then tomorrow I'm not going to really read my Bible. It's something you have to do every day. It's a practice that, of course, it takes discipline. I'm not saying you have to read like 50 pages or whatever, right? Or like 3 chapters in a book. But I'm just saying like a little bit, a page a day, if you will. But just start off a little bit, reading the Bible every day in that way. And you have to make sure you sacrifice at least, I'd say, an hour, right? Sacrificing an hour, not really a sacrifice, it's more of a gain. But, at least taking away an hour and just saying, I'm going to read my Bible for this entire hour. I'm going to give God his time, because really it is his time. And yeah, mainly the main message is, we shouldn't make things idols in our lives, and even on abominations. I think this is something, I don't know if I can really talk about it, but a lot of people practice a lot of stuff that are not of God. So in the book of Ezekiel, it was mainly speaking about the people praying to the sun, right? So astrology, right? A lot of people do astrology, do a lot of these new age stuff, things that are not of God. Those are what God calls abominations. That's why God decided in the book of Ezekiel that he's gonna cause a sword to destroy the people who have been leading not only the children of Israel astray, but the rebellious house of Israel. So the people who turned away from God, the people who thought that, God's not gonna notice this, the false prophets, all of those are all rebellious people who turned away from God. So it's important that we make sure to strive to be the best we can be for God, especially if you're a person who's trying to get used by God. You don't want to live in a life of not only willful sin, but like practicing, having abominations, idols in your life. You need to really think about what are the idols in your life. Because for me personally, I think I did have an idol not so long ago. It was video games. Video games was my idol. What else? I had video games as my idol. Food was becoming my idol, So we need to be mindful about these things that become your idol, and we need to, take them away. Either you can take them away or manage them well. Because I'm telling you, if you decide to keep them in the high position you've placed them at, that's really jeopardizing your relationship with God. So I hope you guys are blessed through this message. I hope it pierced your hearts, and God bless.